Looking to get started with bikepacking but not sure where to begin? In this video I'll be sharing 5 beginner friendly routes across the UK. If you are new to bikepacking, these are the perfect routes to help you ease in. We're starting with the most challenging on the list and working our way down to the easiest. But they are all very much beginner routes. So let's dive in with the hardest beginner route. The Capital Trail is a fantastic option if you are looking to start bikepacking in Scotland. It's a 150-mile loop starting and finishing in the capital city, Edinburgh, and taking you through the scenic lowlands. Although it's a beginner-friendly route, some sections lean towards intermediate, making it a great choice if you are up for a bit of a challenge. This route can be done on a gravel bike, but you will find a mountain bike makes the tougher sections easier and a little more fun. Those mountain bike gears are a big plus too, especially for some of the steeper climbs. That will keep you working hard. One section to watch out for is along the old Drove road towards Peebles. It's mostly an unrideable, long hiker bike where you will be pushing the bike all the way up. The descent does become manageable at a certain point, but this is definitely the route's most challenging stretch. It's not for the faint-hearted, but it's all part of the adventure, and if you're looking for a challenge, it's a great route. Even though the trails feel remote, you're never actually that far away from civilization, which is nice if you are not familiar with riding in very remote places. If you are a complete beginner, be prepared for some tough spots. There's plenty of climbing, exciting descents, and the occasional hiker bike. So yes, it's a beginner route, but it's a Scottish beginner route, meaning it's a good route to test your resolve. Plan for around 2 to 4 days to take it all in, depending on your pace and the weather, which, being Scotland, can be unpredictable. The lowlands may not be as popular as the highlands, but they have their own rugged charm that makes this ride truly memorable. The Capital Trail is definitely worth a go if you are looking for a first bikepacking adventure that will leave you with lasting memories. Last year, after a series of illnesses that kept me off the bike, I decided it was time to ease back in with a familiar and manageable route. That's how the 2 Downs, 1 Forest came to life, a 170-mile loop starting and finishing in Brockenhurst in the New Forest. This route offers a real mix of terrain and scenery with around 10,000 feet of elevation gain to keep things interesting. It's definitely beginner friendly, but it's also fairly lumpy, so be ready for a good workout along the way. The route takes you through 3 of southern England's most beautiful landscapes. You start in the New Forest, which is packed with compact gravel trails and scenic woodlands. From there you'll ride into the rolling hills of the South Downs, where you will find wide open spaces and some fast flowing descents, and of course some lung busting climbs. Finally you'll head through to the North Wessex Downs, climbing to Gallows Down, the route's highest point, where you'll be rewarded with stunning views over the surrounding countryside. Even though it covers remote feeling trails, this loop never takes you too far away from civilization, so you'll always have plenty of chances to stop and resupply along the way. And that's a great benefit for newer riders who want a bit of adventure without committing to being truly remote. The trails themselves are a mix with single track, double track, old byways and a few quiet country lanes to connect things. Some of the single track sections, I'll warn you, can get a little overgrown in the summer months, so be prepared for the odd rough patch here and there. While you can absolutely tackle this route on a gravel bike, I'd say a mountain bike makes it a little more enjoyable, especially on the single track where a mountain bike position and grippier tyres are a real plus. If you are going the gravel route, I'd recommend at least 45mm tyres to keep things comfortable on the varied surfaces. The Two Downs, One Forest is all about discovering the charm of the south of England, from the gravel tracks of the New Forest to the scenic climbs and sweeping descents of the South Downs. This loop offers some great riding, memorable views, and a bit of everything to make your bikepacking adventure unforgettable. This might be the only Welsh bikepacking route I'd ever be able to put on a beginner list, but the Gower is a stunning place to discover by bike. Located on the southwestern coast of Wales, it has a unique charm that sets it apart from the more rugged areas of the country. It's softer and less wild, but still beautiful in its own right. At only 50 miles, this route is perfect for a leisurely day trip or a relaxed overnighter, if you want to stretch it out. While this area is less demanding than much of Wales, you'll still find a few steep climbs and descents, just to remind you you are still in Wales, so make sure your brakes are in good working order. Fortunately, these climbs are fairly short, but they still give you a taste of the rolling Welsh landscape. The route itself is beginner friendly, with most of the trails being straightforward and easy to navigate. You'll follow a mixture of quiet paved roads and mellow off-road sections, keeps things interesting without adding too much of a challenge. There are a couple of steep descents where it's worth taking it slow, and you'll even have a short hiker bike through some sandy dunes, a nice bit of variety and a chance to stretch the legs and enjoy them sea views. The Gower route is ideal if you're looking for a beginner-friendly adventure that still has a bit of everything: scenic coastlines, rolling hills, and the peaceful countryside of Wales. It's a great way to experience a different side of Wales and take in some fantastic coastal views, all on the manageable and beautiful side. Wales can be a hard place to ride, so if you want to explore Wales but you're a beginner, the Gower is a great place to start. Cycling UK's Rebellion Way is probably the most beginner-friendly bikepacking route I can think of. You don't need any special kit, no need for a big travel bike, just a bit of fitness to tackle the 230 miles. And since this route is in Norfolk, you won't have to worry about any lung-busting climbs, just a couple of little draggy sections at most. This route primarily follows paved surfaces, including some dedicated cycle paths and quiet country roads. However, be prepared for a bit of traffic when leaving Norwich, as it can get a little busy depending on what time of day you arrive and leave. When you do head off-road, the terrain is beginner friendly, with mostly flat double track and a couple of narrow trails. The off-road sections are relatively short, so you'll spend more time riding on tarmac than actually off-road. While I wouldn't recommend using a traditional road bike, a gravel bike, a hybrid or a cyclocross bike with tyres in the range of around 30 to 35mm would work just fine. Just a little bit of puncture protection for the off-road sections, providing a good balance of comfort and grip. What I love about the Rebellion Way is that it's more about enjoying the scenery than testing your limits with steep climbs. It's closer to a touring route over a bikepacking route really, but nevertheless, it's perfect for beginners and a fantastic way to experience the Norfolk countryside. Whether you're planning a 2 to 4 day trip or looking to stretch it out even longer, this route is a great choice. Just remember to take it easy, enjoy the ride, and embrace the laid-back vibe of the area. Be sure to check out Cycling UK for any updates or to read more about this route. It's a great starting point for anyone looking to dive into the world of bikepacking. isn't too much to say about this one. It's the New Forest. The area is known for its maintained gravel paths, making it an excellent choice for a beginner bikepacking route. The route does include one bridleway that can sometimes get a bit muddy and overgrown, but it's not too long, so it won't slow your adventure too much. The New Forest is perfect for beginners as it's mostly flat with just a couple of short climbs. These climbs are quite manageable and honestly don't even register as climbs for the more experienced riders. However, if you are new to cycling, you might find them a little tiring. With the right gear in though, you should be just fine. This route, found on keepsmilingadventures.com, differs slightly from the one you'll find on bikepacking.com as it removes the boggy trail leading out towards the Roger Penny Way, which is a little hard to follow and leads to a busier road. And thankfully it doesn't cut out anything worthwhile and it doesn't shorten the route by much. The total distance is around 60 miles, making it a great option for either a single day ride or a quick overnighter adventure. What I particularly enjoy about cycling the New Forest is the opportunity to soak in the beautiful scenery and wildlife, get lost in nature of the New Forest as the New Forest ponies roam free. Whether you're looking for a gentle introduction to bikepacking in the stunning New Forest landscape, this route is a fantastic choice and is no doubt the easiest, most beginner-friendly bikepacking route you could take on in the UK. And there you have it, 5 beginner-friendly bikepacking routes across the UK, from the beautiful landscapes of the New Forest to the stunning coastline of the Gower. Each route offers its own unique charm and challenges, whether you're tackling the scenic trails of the Rebellion Way or enjoying the adventure of the 2 Downs, 1 Forest. If you are looking for a beginner-friendly bikepacking route, then these are some of the best routes to start with in the UK. Remember, the key is to enjoy the journey, so take your time, soak in the views, and don't hesitate to stop and explore. Bikepacking isn't just about reaching the finish line, it's about the experience and memories you create along the way. So keep smiling and enjoy the adventure.
It's a beautiful world out there, and just don't pass on the dare. If you have the will and the mold,